Good morning. I'm Dr. Sanjay Jain, Associate Professor in Mathematics at SPC Government College, Ajmer. Today I'm teaching tensor analysis. As already we studied in the class the introduction of tensor analysis. Before going ahead, I'm taking a small revision and then we go further. Yeah. We already discussed what is tensor. Here we studied the type of tensor, covariant tensor of rank L, similarly contravariant tensor of rank L, and finally mixed tensor order of rank L plus M. Three type of entity. We already discussed what is scalar, what is vector, and how it convert or generate into tensor. Now, these are the formula to defining covariant. In covariant, all the indices given in the lower index. Covariant tensor means lower index like I1, I2, IL. Here with A dash system, and same in A system, alpha 1, alpha 2, alpha I without dash system. So here is in a transformation from without dash system to dash system, and it is an order of L, so we have an L component here of del x alpha 1 over del x alpha 1 dash. Similarly, last del x alpha L over del x L alpha dash. This is the notation of covariant. Similarly, contravariant tensor. In contravariant tensor, we put the indices at upper in place of lower indices. We use upper indices, and the difference is dash system to without dash system transformation. Here, what we are seeing, the dash system component of dash system are in numerator, while in covariant it is in denominator. So this is the main difference you are seeing here. Del x dash L1 over del x alpha L1, del x A2 over del x A alpha 2, and so on. So in numerator we have a dash component, and in denominator we have without dash component. So this is a contravariant tensor. And last, finally, mixed order tensor of L and M, in which L are the contravariant tensor and M is the covariant tensor, because M is in lower index and L is in upper index. So L component dash system of L component are in the numerator, but in case of M covariant, dash system of M components are written in the denominator. So it is you are seeing here mix of this. Here 1 to L dash system are in numerator, while J1 to J2 and up to Jm are in denominator. Covariant and contravariant mix. Therefore, it is also called mixed tensor of L plus M. So, these are the three type of tensor which we already studied in the class. Here just the revision. So tensor of rank M and n dimension has an n to the power m component. Okay, and thus the general form of a tensor includes vector. We already studied tensor of rank 1 is called vector and tensor of rank 0 is called scalar. So this is definitions of covariant, contravariant and mixed order tensor. After that, we are taking some properties. First property, to prove that the transformation of a contravariant vector, here you have clear number one thing, that vector means tensor of order 1, form a group. This is given in the theorem part. What is the meaning of a group? How, which we have to say group, you have seen here in the system. What we are doing in this system, or to prove this, what we are taking here, let AI be a contravariant vector. Okay. Number one thing, you are free to take contravariant, covariant, or mixed order, anything you want to do. Okay. Here for easiness, they have considered covariant tensor, vector tensor of an order 1. Okay. So we are taking here, as diagrammatically you have taken, we have considered the three system of axes, which is 1 2 denoted by 1 2 3, and xi, x dash I, and x double dash I. Okay, three set of axes we are taken, and components for that are xi dash, and xi double dash. Okay, and the related part of tensor or vector is ai, a dash I, and a double dash I, corresponding to first, second, and third. We assume, and we are written like this: ai be the equivalent contravariant vector. Consider coordinate transformations from xi dash to xi to xi dash to xi double dash, and so on. This is shown by the arrow diagram. So first we have taken, in case of xi to xi dash I, we define the relation from first to second. Here we mention also first to second. So a dash alpha, because we are taking contravariant vector, so dash coming into numerator part. So this is a formula for contravariant vector of order 1. So we have only one component of del xi dash alpha over del xp. So a dash alpha related with ap in this formula, in this form. Okay, what we are doing, this is from first to second component. Okay, first to second axis. Now we go second to third. Okay, from dash to double dash. So what we are consider, a double dash I is equals to a dash alpha xi dash alpha double dash alpha over x dash alpha, because it is from second to third. So for second we have single dash, for third we have double dash. So due to contravariant, denominator must be double dash. So double dash part coming in the numerator and single dash coming in the denominator. Okay, by the formula of contravariant tensor. So this is written as a double dash I is equals to a dash alpha del x double dash I over del x single dash alpha. Okay, by using previous relation a dash alpha, substituting the left hand side or right hand side in the second equation. So this convert into, with a single dash convert into without dash formula. So ai dash double dash I is nothing but ap from earlier equation, del x dash alpha over del xp into del x dash alpha over del x dash alpha. Okay, so here we are seeing numerator denominator of 1 component is cancelled, so remaining are as a double dash I is nothing but AP del x dash alpha over del xp, which is what we are seeing. Double dash is related to without dash. Formula by double dash to without dash means that directly we are related with first axis to third axis. Here the main important thing which we have to understand, we go for relation from first to second, then second to third, and what we received by using formula from first to second, second to third, we receive directly the formula of first to third, means first axis to third axis. So this is the main relation, or this is a group property. When we go first to second, second to third, then directly implies from first to third is a group property. So by these properties we can say, if we make the transformation from first to second and get same transformation for second to third, and we receive from first to third, this property is expressed by saying that transformation of contravariant vector form a group. And similarly, in earlier classes, one property you also listen, that is transitive property. What you are doing in transitive property, if first related to second, second related to third, then both these implies that first related to third, then we say it having transitive property. So in place of group property, sometime it may also ask that the vector follows the transitive property. So by this formulation you can prove both the property of group and transitive also. The important thing is next, you can also prove this for covariant and this for mixed order also. So this is the question which we use either for the covariant or contravariant or mixed order. Same question for both group property or transitive property. So this is the theorem which will useful in all type of tensors. Next property we are using for tensor is addition and subtraction of the tensors. As in earlier classes we say addition and subtraction are the mathematical operator. Binary operation, we need at least two entity to define addition and subtraction. So similarly in tensors or vectors we need addition and subtraction, means we need two tensor. If it is an order of 1, then it is in a vector. So tensor, two tensor and some properties. But in case of multiplication and division, they behave different type. So here we consider only addition and subtraction of tensor. Next time we use, or in next lecture we also use for multiplication. Okay, so today we are taking addition and subtraction. What is the rule? Two tensor can be added. These are the condition what we are taken. If a tensor, two tensor can be added or subtract, both, either added or subtract, provided they are the same rank. The important thing is they both are of same rank. As such, you also seeing in the earlier classes that the matrices, okay, in matrices, addition of matrices, what you are doing, same order of matrices. Subtraction of matrices means same order of matrices. So here in tensor also they should have same rank. Only in same rank cases they can be added or subtracted. And the second thing is they are of similar character. What is the meaning of similar character? Either they are an covariant or contravariant or the tensor of lower indices, or either lower indices or upper indices, that similar character, or mixed order tensor can also be considered. So two mixed order tensor can be added, two contravariant tensor can be added or subtract, two same order covariant tensor can be added and subtract. So this is the basic property, that for addition and subtraction we need same order tensor and same or similar characters. Only in such case we can add it. Okay, the sum or difference of two tensor is a tensor again. What is the meaning? If we added two tensor, it given resulted is again a tensor, okay, of the same rank. That is an important thing. Whatever you are taking, if we taking two order tensor added with two order tensor, then finally we get the tensor of two order also, okay, same rank and similar characteristics or similar character. Means if we added two covariant tensor, we get covariant tensor. If we added contravariant tensor, we get contravariant tensor. If we added mixed order tensor, we get mixed order tensor of same rank in all three cases. Okay, so here one question given in the form a PQR in lower indices, PQR in upper indices, means it is a tensor of order 3. Two indices are in upper and one in lower, and other is BPQ over R, same third rank order tensor, R tensor. Here what we are seeing here, indices are in upper end and lower end also, it means they are in a mixed tensor. Okay, then their sum and difference are tensor, means sum of APQR plus BQR is again a tensor, and same thing if we subtracted ABQR minus BPQR, again we get in a tensor, okay, of same rank. What we are doing for that, let we assume APQR and BPQR be the tensor, so that they satisfy the tensor law of the transformation. It is in a mix, so we are taking mixed tensor formula, this one like this. What we are taking, these are the tensor of mixed order. Here two indices are in lower and in upper, and one is in lower. So two dash system are in numerator and one dash system are in denominator. Similarly in BK also. So we first taking formula for AIJK and BIJK dash system to without dash system. Okay, what we need, sum of these two tensor. So what we are doing, adding equation 1 and 2 or adding these two formula. What we get by adding these two formula, we are seeing that the three component in both the equation are similar, so we take common out these three common components. So we get addition of two dash system tensor with addition of two without dash system with three component having an equivalent form. What we are doing, we compare this relation by this relation, where CPQR is nothing but APQR plus BPQR, and C dash IJK is nothing but AIJK dash plus B dash IJK, by denoting addition of two tensor with other tensor A plus B, put up C. If it is in dash system, then dash system. If it is without dash system, we taken without dash system with the same indices. Okay, so what we are taking, we are seeing that this formula is nothing behave like just an a tensor of the same order. Okay, so what we are seeing, that addition of two vector is again a tensor because it follows the formula of the tensor of same order. Okay, so CPQR satisfy the tensor law of transformation, and hence CPQR is a tensor. And what is CPQR? APQR plus BPQR is nothing but CPQR, sometimes we say, is a tensor of the same rank and same characteristics. We are taking two mixed tensor of order 3, and finally we get to a tensor of 3 order and same characteristics. The same thing we are also seeing for the subtraction here. Subtracting from 2 from 1, so we get this relation in the same way. So this can also similarly we can see that subtraction of two tensor of same order and same rank is given again a tensor of same order and same rank. So this is an for the property for addition and subtraction, that addition of two, or some may we may also generalize it, addition of n vectors of same order and same rank is again a tensor of same order and same rank. We can generalize it from 2 to 3, 4, 5 up to n, anything. Okay, so this is a property of tensors for addition and subtraction. So for today we are stopping here our lecture, and for remaining lecture, multiplication and some other properties or definitions, as we given you the introduction of tensor of chapter 1, so next for the next chapter or next part of the first chapter, we given you in a PDF file, so you can understand, because introduction is given to you easily. If you have some problem, you can contact to me. Thank you.